Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Skies of Arcadia, and we are going to take a look and see what our newest ship member, our delegate, what it is she does. Where is it? Pinta versus Mogi. Pinta protects against enemy cannon fire for a full turn. She protects against enemy magic for a full turn. So, if you know you're going to be going up against spell ships, she's useful, but more generally, Pinta's a little more useful. So, yeah, sorry. Oh well. And with that, we are pretty much done in Yafutoma, so we are going to get back on the Delphinius. And this is really something I probably could have put in the last episode, but I didn't want it to be long, because this is actually kind of a long little cutscene. So we've got the blue crystal, and we have no idea where to go. Like, we should probably go back to Crescent and study the book on polarity. Yeah, we can't actually we can't go into upper or lower sky yet, because we haven't actually modified the engines. So we need to go west to get back home. So we actually have a swashbuckler event. It's like we can either go back through the Dark Rift, or we can try heading east. Well, we heard that the Valuans came in by destroying the Great Reef near Ixataka, so that's east of... It's like, how? So if we say go east, we bring up the... It's like, we'll just be getting farther away. Came here by going west from Ixataka, so that would be east. Because this world doesn't know, like, they don't know that the world is round. Which really blows my mind, considering how close the moon is to them. The moons, plural. You would think they would realize a spherical object looking at it. It's like, if the moons are spheres, why can't our world be sphere? And it's all legends, like, why is it... So, apparently, the ancient Valuan, scholars thought that that was a thing. No one's proven it, and if you believe it, you're called a heretic. Because the world can only be flat when you fly across the freaking sky. Really? We came to Yafutoma by Crescent by heading east. We'll continue sailing to the east and head back to Crescent. And Aka's expression there is just a little weird. She's way too excited about this.
Let's go! Aye, aye!
Alright, so with that, we get to depart from Crescent Isle, and we get this wonderful scene. I also want to put this in there. This is the end of Disc 1. Pressing any button will bring you to a save menu. It is recommended that you save your game before moving on to Disc 2. So I'm actually going to do that and save under new file. So, and then I'm going to switch to Disc 2. And I hope you guys enjoy that. So give me just a second. Okay, so now that we've switched to Disc 2, it automatically brings us back to the world map. So we have a couple of loose ends that we can take care of from the end of Disc 1 before we actually continue on to Disc 2 content. We've got some people to get, starting off with Ryukan. We can get him now that we've cleared the Yafutoma section. We need to head back to Esperanza to get Dawn because we've completed the Dark Rift. We need to go to Maramba to get Khalifa, and then we need to go to Nasrad to pick up an Obricham, not a crew member, and then we need to go to Horteka to get the kid who was there, Hans, who's working on the engines. So I'm actually going to do a lot of cutting here because it's going to take a long time to get to any of these places. So yeah, I'm going to start off by getting Ryukan, and then we're going to go to Horteka, and then Esperanza, and Maramba, and then Asteroid. So give me just a minute, I'm going to do a lot of cutting. That's how this is going to go. Alright, first off, we are at Ryukan's Island. So let's show up here and see if we can recruit this old man. Hey! Even though I don't know you, I can sense courage welling deep inside you. Perhaps you might be worthy of my attention. I'm known as Ryukan. I was once a well-known swordsmith, but now I'm a lonely hermit. I'm Vias, one as old and wise as yourself would probably know this, but these blades that I use are called cutlasses. Would you like to accompany us? Lend us your strength and your skill. Deep spirit, courage, brave soul. Yes, so this is basically just whatever the scripted is to get Ryukan. Alright, so to get Ryukan, you need to have the rating of at least, according to the guide, Vice the Daring or better. And Ryukan joins us as an artisan. So if we look at artisan, using the crew command, he will raise your ship's attack and defense for a short time. So he's Incrum. He's a built-in Incrum. And then he also will have a fun little part when we get back to Crescent. And we're still missing one person. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Oh well, we'll have to find out. So I'm going to go back south now, because we need to cross the Sky Rift over near Ixotaka. Which, getting there is just a hassle into itself, because I need to get over here. So I need to go basically south and east from where I'm at now, because the Sky Rift entrance, I think they broke in right here next to Rixus. You can see that there's no more. That could be it, or it could be farther south here. I'm not entirely sure which. So I'm going to get over there and then just kind of scour alongside. So, yeah, basically I need to go all the way back down to Yafutoma and then go east. So give me just a minute. Okay, so here is the hole they blew into the reef, the Great White Reef, and it's right about there. So pretty much right in the middle of where the Hortica area is. So just fly through here, and we are now proving that the world is round. We don't get that discovery until we make it back to Crescent Isle. But first we're going to go to Hortica and get Hans, so give me just a second to fly there. Okay, so this is where Hans is. He's over here, where we last left him, rebuilding the ship. Are you up here? There you are, Hans! You're a captain now. Yes! I have my own fantastic ship. You want to come and... When I'm working as factory technician... I wonder if you'd be willing to take me on as part of your crew. Yes, of course! It'd be great to have you on board. So, now we have... When my son is a factory technician, I'm going to join up with you, Mr. Okay, so that's... I guess we don't actually get him yet, but we have to talk to him then? I don't know what the deal is with that. It says we can get him now, but... and joins at Convo's end. Okay. So, yeah, maybe we need to talk to... you? Alright, yeah, I just talked to him and he's not joining me yet. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. Okay. So, yeah. You need to talk to Hans. And if that's not what we need to do to get him, then I guess I'll be back to get him later. So, next we're going to go to either Esperanza or Maramba, whichever one happens to be closer, or in a more direct path. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, supposedly if you leave and come back, because the only requirement is obtaining the Blue Moon Crystal. So we have that, so let's talk to him again after leaving. I'm finished with my job as a factory technician. Ready to join the crew of the Delphinius. Alright, so we now have Hans as an engineer. Let's see what Hans does, shall we? Kinda curious. Okay, so that's the last one, engineer. And Hans, in your active crew will increase your ship's magic defense. Not bad, not bad. And now we actually have a full crew roster. We have one person in each of the crew positions, and then a couple of extras for standby. So we actually now have full access to the Blue Rogue's attack, which is one of the special attacks when you have a full spirit bar. I haven't shown those off yet because I wanted to have full crew complement for the Blue Rogues one. But anyway, now we're going to go continue on. Alright, so we have made it to Esperanza, and that's going to be our first location, because we're going to go get Don, the guy who pretty much gave up on being a sailor because of the Dark Rift. We're going to walk up here and go tell him, hey, we went through the Dark Rift, we went through Yafutoma, we've proved the world is round, so you guys are just idiots. You didn't have to go through the Dark Rift, you could have just gone around it, even though probably can't, because, you know, there's a giant hole in the reef now that wasn't there before. I mean, you could have blown a hole in the reef. But I mean, like, the Dark Rift is the only rift I don't think we can just pass through. All the other rifts, I'm going straight through those to get here. It's all sorts of crazy. Hey, Don, guess what? You actually made it through the... Yep. We went to Yafutoma. You really know how to rub it in, don't you? Yeah, you slacker. Come with us. Because I'm pretty sure we'll be going back to Yafutoma. And we get Don the Sailor. Oh no, he's a helmsman. So he's our other helmsman next to Lawrence. Let's see what he does. Considering we had to pay Lawrence a ridiculous amount of money. Sail increases our ship's quick is Lawrence. Don increases the dodge. So that's, you know... I mean, Lawrence raises it by 170. So, I mean, but... Dodge percentage, bringing it up to 37. It basically depends on your playstyle. I'm going to keep the quick for now, because I like getting actions quickly, you know? Alright, so now we're going to go up to Maramba, so give me just a moment. Alright, so we're here in Maramba, and I'm on the Dabu, and we're going across, because Khalifa's over in this little section here, away from everything else. And we didn't talk to her the first time we were here. At least I don't remember talking to her. But she has a prophecy that a warrior with a Saurian blade, and that she has to follow that person. So we have a Saurian blade equipped. That's what we got from Yafutoma. So we come and talk to her. Actually, we were just here not too long ago. The Saurian blade beckons me to the sky. Well, I've got that, you know, right here. The Red Moon has decided my fate. Khalifa, Seer of the Red Moon, most renowned fortune teller of all of Nasser. There's no fortune I cannot see. So, Khalifa has joined your group as a merchant. And her crew specialty... We've got Osman, who increases chance of finding expensive items. Khalifa increases your chance of finding special items. Expensive, special, expensive, special. I'm pretty sure they're both freaking lies. I've noticed no difference in anything involving Osman or Khalifa. We'll switch that. I don't care. I'll have to look up and see what they do specifically, and give you a rundown of that. So next we need to head to Nasred? Yes. Nasred, yeah, we gotta head to Nasred. So give me just a second, and that should be it, because we've got Ryukan, we've got Don, Hans, and Khalifa. So that's all the crew members, so I just need to go get the Aubrek Cham, and then we head back to Crescent. So give me just a second to get that Cham. Alright, so we're here in Nasred, and we come into the weapon shop. And it's the old merchant that we helped get here. I'm unfortunately. Now this place is kind of destroyed. Judging from the fact that you are all together, I guess you must have patched things up. Try not to fight from now on. Take this. I wish for you to have it. Consider it a token of my gratitude. We get an Obriccham. That's the second out of 3. I thought that a moon shard such as beautiful as that would be fitting for ladies such as yourself. Aw, he's just trying to hit on the girls. So that's our second of 3 Obricchams. Let's use that and see if it gives us any sort of... Oh, and we also have a regular cham. And what are you now? You are a Cupel Claymore. So, yes, we are almost at Cupel's final evolution. And we are now going to head back to Crescent Isle, so we're just basically heading... Once we hit this side of the world, we just head northeast. So, give me just a moment, and we'll make it to Crescent Isle. Alright, so we are making it back to Crescent Isle. We have now proven the world is round. That's really all there is to it. And we get a fun cutscene landing in Crescent Isle because now it's a little different. There's been some changes since we left. But it is good to be home. But it looks different. If we reach Crescent Isle by flying east from Yafutoma, that means the world is round. You have found the world is round. Really? I love that. Until now, no one knew what lay beyond the end of the world, and it was commonly thought to be a long, turbulent drop into nothingness, but after the Blue Rogue Vice returned from his voyage around the world, it became known that the world was round. How does it feel to have sailed around the world with your very own ship? And it doesn't matter which one you answer, both are acceptable. I want to see more. I don't think I'll be happy until I see the whole world. Even though we pretty much have seen the whole world, we've been everywhere now. But look, there's buildings on Crescent Isle now. It's fantastic. We have all sorts of, you know, base accoutrement. We've got living quarters, we've got houses, we've got a dock, we've got a pirate base. It's fantastic. Ismail probably built them while we were gone with the money we gave him. I wonder what Crescent Isle looks like now. Let's hurry up and land. Alright, so we land at Crescent Isle. It's fun. And from this point on, we can continue spending ridiculous amounts of money to upgrade Crescent Isle. But we have the inner workings of the base to hide our giant pirate ship that we stole from the Valuans. And there are craftsmen. How do you like what we've done with the place? I'm actually really impressed. If you keep the gold coming in, I'll keep adding on. Made new armor plating for the Delphinius. And also, take a look at the book on polarity. I would like you both to join my crew aboard the Delphinius. I got this while we were in Yafutoma. Look at it. Shiver me timbers. He's losing it. Some people are just, you know, they enjoy blueprints. We should figure out what we're gonna do next. Yeah, we kinda have no idea. That's why I built a meeting room on the cliff. So we have so much stuff around here. We gave a book on polarity to Maramba. I don't think he's ever been this excited. We almost gave him a heart attack. And he joined as an engineer. Ismail joined as a builder. So let's look at those two, and those are our last two crew members for the time being. Why do I always go to the Delphinius thinking that I can check there? Alright, so we got Brabham will increase your ship's defense. So he's actually better than Hans, sadly, because general defense is a little bit better. Both raise it by 20, so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to keep Brabham, and then we've got Ismail and Kerala. HP to full will increase the destructive power of your Moonstone Cannon. Yeah, you're probably going to be the one we use. I mean, having an extra, you know, Sacrum, not a bad idea. So we are only missing 2 crew members, another artisan and another gunner. And then we have our full crew complement. And with that, I'm actually going to end this episode here. We got a lot of stuff to do here. Oh, no, never mind. Energetic Girl. Do you remember her and her slightly bouncing breasts from the pink ship following the Claudia? Captain Clara has ordered me to come aboard the Delphinius and train with your crew so I can be a better gunner. Oh, and my friends Lily and Nara are coming with me. I hope you don't mind. We're a team. We'll take care of your cannons. We're going to knock the balloons out of the sky. I just forgot to tell you my name. I'm Belle. I don't have much experience with cannons, but I'll try my best. Alright, so next gunner that we get. I forgot that she was actually here. I thought it was the second time we came back. No, I don't need Pina Quest. I want to look at Belle. So we have 1 crew member left. Having Belle in your active crew will increase the damage done by your secondary cannons versus your main cannons. We're actually going to use Belle because we have 2 secondary cannons versus 1 main cannon, and we can stretch those out over time. So I'm going to be using her. And it's not just because she bounces when she moves. Not that sexist. Close, but not that sexist. Anyway, now that I'm done digging myself a hole, I'm going to end this episode here, and I'll see you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.